Thanks for joining us on Midday. Fires starting to feel all too familiar to people living in the Rotunda condos in downtown Norfolk. The last fire happened around 8:15 last night on the 4th floor.
And we do have some breaking news in the investigation. For that, we go right to 10 on your side's Melanie Woodrow. She is following the investigation for us. Melanie, what's going on?
Yeah, Chief Harold Worley just had a press conference, and we've got some brand new information regarding the security of this building to share with you, starting with this. This is the access pad where you would have to enter a number to enter this building. Now, according to a source who's been with this building for 6 years, that source told me that subsequent to these fires, 3 now ruled arson, 1 still being investigated, that 4th fire last night, that this access code had been changed. Chief Worley says he can't confirm that. He says, to his knowledge, this access code has not been changed in 4 years. The other thing, no residents are in this building right now. Remember, they had to leave. However, the door to this building is open. I asked fire investigators inside why this door is open given this ongoing investigation. They told me that they've got folks that need to be able to come in and out here, but just beyond this door, when I entered, they said that they are in the lobby. They're making sure that nobody is going upstairs. We've got some other information to share with you from this press conference. This is not a threat to other people, according to Chief Worley. He does not believe that Norfolk residents should be concerned about a security threat. I asked him, what about the folks that are living here? Are they going to be allowed back inside to this building before a potential arrest is made? He told me that they are currently working out that security plan and that that decision has not been made yet. Now, the big question, of course, is whether or not fire investigators have a serial arsonist on their hands. According to Chief Worley, they are not calling the individual responsible a serial arsonist just yet. And that is because a serial arsonist, according to Chief Worley, is defined as somebody who goes around setting multiple fires for a particular reason. Right now, fire investigators have not linked these 4 fires to one individual. Again, 3 have been ruled arson. Chief Worley telling me that the 4th is being investigated as a possible arson. They're getting some backup. They're getting some help for this investigation. They have now reached out to the FBI and ATF agents to investigate not only what's going on here, but whether or not they do have a serial arsonist on their hands. Something else to share with you. According to the source who's been with this building for 6 years, of these fires, 2 of the 4 fires were on the 5th floor, outside of a door, but not the same door, and there are 3 floors involved. So again, a lot of new information regarding the security coming out about this investigation. The biggest thing, of course, is this. Finding out today that according to Chief Worley, to his knowledge, the access code to this building has not been changed in some 4 years, despite the fact that they are now investigating 4 fires in this building. We're going to stay out here, get a lot more information for you, and have the latest coming up tonight on Wavy News 10 at 5. We're also going to be back in 30 minutes at 12:30. At the top of the half hour, you'll hear from Chief Worley. Reporting live in Norfolk, Melanie Woodrow, 10 on your side.
Melanie, if we can hold you for a minute, we have a couple of questions for you.
Absolutely.
Have investigators said they are interviewing residents because of any possibility that it's a resident starting these fires?
Yeah, you know, that question came up today, and they're not commenting about that, whether or not they're looking at residents. I get the sense that they're looking at everybody. I certainly asked about the residents, about any potential disgruntled employees or anybody who may have lived here at one point and had been evicted, perhaps. They're looking at everyone.
All right, and certainly some discussions will likely start in condominium and apartment buildings all over Hampton Roads about how often those codes should be changed when someone moves out, breaks a lease, or is unhappy. Thanks very much, Melanie Woodrow. That is quite troubling to hear that it's been the same numbers for so long.